Bob Saginowski is a humble Brooklyn bartender.
Hi, gentlemen. These are in the house. Cousin Marv, thanks for the drink, huh?
His bar is one of many that works as a money laundering drop for the Chechen mob. When the bar is robbed, he must do whatever it takes to keep those he loves safe in the drop.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and I'm here with Liz and Aaron to discuss the new film, The Drop, starring Tom Hardy. We've all just seen it. Liz, what'd you think?
I think this is a movie you can't recommend across the board. I think a lot of people will not enjoy this film,
Why?
will be confused by it, because I think it's really weird. Did you not think it was really weird? It's like this very strange comedy, action, crime film that has a character that I would think was very unusual, an unusual hero.
It actually has themes, it has real character arcs, and you do end up thinking about the people, and I mean, there's just a point to the movie, you know, and that's nice.
It wasn't stocked with too many characters either. It wasn't like a Goodfellas where there's so many mob things going on and crazy.
There's like four people and you like all of them.
Right, and then even when the mob comes in, there's just, you know, a couple singular characters.
Yeah, and the villains I thought were actually genuinely scary.
Yes.
And then if you look at the female character, like, it could have gone another way. It could have gone like this femme fatale, singularly drawn, boring character, but I could understand why she did what she did. I could understand her motivations. I felt for her.
Towards the end, I was like, oh, are they going to go this route?
I didn't want her to play victim.
You want the dog, you give me 10. Simple.
Hey, listen here, pal. You can't come walking into people's lives and expect them to...
Listen. Take it easy. Listen to me. That is life. That's what it is. People like me come along where you're not looking.
One of the reasons why this movie is so successful is because of how incredible the performances are, especially from Tom Hardy as the protagonist. First of all, the man is British, and his New York accent is so good.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I think that he needs to be nominated for this movie. I mean, he's a great actor.
That's pretty grand.
I was immediately like Oscar.
Yeah.
It's
nomination.
Like, it's so,
at least because not only is it something that he has never played, but it's also a character that we haven't seen maybe ever or in a very long time.
I've met people that are like him where they're not dumb people, they're just simple. And they say things very simply. You know why they're saying these simple things. Like, for example, remember when he didn't know what kind of dog it was, and she's like, well, that's a pit bull, and he goes, oh, those are dangerous. And I'm like, I understand why he said that. And he just said that because that's what he's been told and that's what he's heard. And he's simple. He takes things in simply and spews them back out.
There's no long monologues with this character, which is nice.
Well, and the way the film ends, because of what happens, I view his performance as even better because he's holding something in this whole time throughout the movie. And then, of course, we have James Gandolfini in his final role. He was great.
But incredibly depressing because you see him walk into scenes and he's having trouble breathing. And he's like,
had trouble breathing.
Well, Tony Soprano was a very active man.
Tony always had trouble breathing. I've been watching Sopranos recently. He was always breathing heavy.
Well, okay, so maybe,
but I know, it's
but
still
given the
sad.
nature of this script, I think it adds more meaning to the character and to the film, seeing that this is one of his last performances.
I was respected. I was feared. When I walked into a place, people sat up. They sat up straight. They noticed.
I mean, I like Noomi Rapace too, except for her accent wasn't very good. It was like in and out. Now, her name was Nadia, so I like to think that she was from another country and moved here, and that's why her accent was weird.
That's what I
thought.
thought.
But they never explained that.
What are you gonna name him?
Well, I was thinking maybe Rocco. I like the name Rocco, but then I thought Mike.
Mike.
I thought the director, Mikhail Roskam, did a really nice job. He stayed out of the actor's way. I didn't think he didn't use a lot of flair. You know, there wasn't a lot of crazy things going on like a Scorsese movie would be. You know, not that this is a Scorsese movie, but, you know, like the mob, Brooklyn, New York, all that stuff. So I thought that was great. It wasn't overly gritty, but I felt like I understood the borough that they were in.
Yeah.
I understood how everybody knew each other and how uncomfortable that could be. So that, I thought, brought a really nice layer of New York being a character.
I do think that in the middle of the film, there were a lot of scenes that felt like they were shortened or chopped together. There was some sort of uneven quality to the scenes, and that is a byproduct of the director and trying to move things around to make the story work. But overall, the tone is there, and the characters are so great, and the story is so interesting that I give him props. But I don't think it's a perfect film.
I don't know if I noticed that, because I really thought it was well paced. And I like the style. There's a scene at the end, or well, part of a sequence at the end where he keeps putting envelopes into his little chute slot, and the camera does this cool camera movement. But that's really the only time that it kind of gets flary. I liked the sort of dark and muted color palette that the film had. I liked the score. I think it was a great second feature from this director, and I'm certainly excited to see what he does next.
It was entertaining. I bought into the story and the characters, and it had a cute little dog. See it.
This is a moody, layered thriller bolstered by a terrific performance by Tom Hardy. See it.
This is one of my favorite films so far this year. It's funny, it's dark, it's a definite see it. Cheers.
Cheers.
To James Gandolfini.
Aww.
It's funny and dark, and Kevin's mouthing something. So
No, I'm biting my lip.
Stop biting your lip.